Let us now look at the components of the VARC section. First is reading comprehension. This part consists of passages followed by questions that test your ability to understand, interpret and analyze the given text. The question types include direct questions. It seeks specific information explicitly stated in the passage. Second type of question is inferential questions. This requires you to deduce information not directly stated but implied. Third type of question is tone and purpose questions. It assesses your understanding of the author's attitude and primary objective of the passage.
Verbal ability. This segment evaluates your grasp of English language, focusing on grammar, vocabulary, and the logical structuring of sentences and paragraphs. The question types include parajumbles. This involves rearranging jumbled sentences to form a coherent paragraph, testing your understanding of logical flow and coherence. Next type is parasummary. This requires selecting the best summary for a given paragraph, assessing your ability to distill the main idea concisely. Odd sentence out. This involves identifying the sentence that does not fit within a given set, testing your ability to discern thematic consistency. Sentence completion. This focus on filling in blanks within sentences, evaluating your vocabulary and contextual understanding. Now let us look at the strategies for preparation. First one is enhance reading habits. Regularly read diverse materials such as newspapers, journals and novels to improve comprehension and speed. Expand vocabulary. Learn new words daily and understand their usage in different contexts. Practice regularly. Solve various types of verbal questions to become familiar with different formats and improve accuracy. Analyze mistakes. Review incorrect answers to understand your errors and avoid repeating them. Take mock tests. Simulate exam conditions to build stamina and improve time management skills. By focusing on these areas and employing effective preparation strategies, you can enhance your performance in the VARC section of any aptitude exam. Enhancing your proficiency in reading comprehension is crucial for excelling in any verbal aptitude exams. Now let us look at the exercises that are designed to help you practice three common question types, that is direct questions, inferential questions and tone and purpose questions. Each exercise includes a passage followed by questions and detailed explanation. Direct questions. Let us now look at the passage. The Amazon rainforest, often referred to as the lungs of the earth, produces approximately 20% of the world's oxygen. Spanning over 5.5 million square kilometers, it is home to an unparalleled diversity of flora and fauna. However, deforestation poses a significant threat to this vital ecosystem. Now the questions are, what percentage of the world's oxygen is produced by the Amazon rainforest? What is the total area covered by the Amazon rainforest? What major threat is mentioned in the passage concerning the Amazon rainforest? Take time. The answers are, first answer is 20%. The passage states that the Amazon rainforest produces approximately 20% of the world's oxygen. Answer to the second is, it specifies the Amazon spans over this much of area. Third answer is deforestation. The passage mentions deforestation as a significant threat to the Amazon rainforest. The second type of questions are inferential questions. Passage goes like this. In 2024, electric vehicle sales surpassed traditional gasoline car sales for the first time. This shift indicates a growing consumer preference for environmentally friendly transportation options, likely driven by increased environmental awareness and advancements in EV technology. The questions are, what can be inferred about consumer behavior towards transportation in 2024? What factors might have contributed to the increase in EV sales? How has EV technology impacted consumer choices? The answers and explanations are like this. For the first question, consumers are increasingly favoring environmentally friendly transportation options. The passage indicates a shift towards EVs, suggesting a preference for eco-friendly vehicles. Second explanation, increased environmental awareness and advancements in EV technology. The passage attributes the rise in EV sales to these factors. Explanation for the third question, advancements in EV technology have made electric vehicles more appealing to consumers. This passage implies that technological improvements have influenced consumer decisions. Third type of questions are tone and purpose questions. The passage goes like this. The recent surge in urban gardening reflects a commendable shift towards sustainable living. By cultivating their own produce, city dwellers not only reduce their carbon footprint but also foster a sense of community and self-reliance. The questions that follow this passage are: what is the author's tone regarding urban gardening? What is the primary purpose of the passage? How does the author view the impact of urban gardening on communities? The answers are: for the first question, positive and supportive. The use of words like commendable and foster indicates the author's favorable view of urban gardening. Explanation for the second one: to highlight the benefits of urban gardening and encourage its purpose, because the passage discusses the advantages and promotes the adoption of urban gardening. Explanation for the third question: as a means to foster a sense of community and self-reliance, the passage states that urban gardening helps build community ties and independence. By practicing these exercises, you can improve your ability to answer different types of reading comprehension questions effectively. Enhancing your proficiency in verbal aptitude is crucial for excelling in any exam. Let us now look at the exercises designed to help you practice 4 common question types: parajumbles, parasummary, odd sentence sound, and sentence completion. Each exercise includes questions followed by detailed explanations. Parajumbles. Instructions are: rearrange the following sentences to form a coherent paragraph. Exercise 1. Sentence A. The implications of retelling of Indian stories hence takes a new meaning in a modern India. Sentence B. The stories we tell reflect the world around us. Sentence C. We cannot help but retell the stories that we value. After all, they are never quite right for us in our time. Sentence D. And even if we manage to get them quite right, they are only right for us. Other people living around us will have different reasons for telling similar stories. Sentence E. As soon as we capture a story, the word we were trying to capture has changed. So the correct sequence is B, C, D, E, A, because sentence B introduces the idea that stories reflect the world around us. Sentence C continues by stating that we retell stories to fit our times. Sentence D adds that even if we get them right, others may have different reasons for telling the same stories. Sentence E concludes that once we capture a story, the world changes. Sentence A summarizes the implications of retelling stories in modern India. Now let us look at the exercise 2. Sentence A. Before plants can take life from atmosphere, nitrogen must undergo transformations similar to ones that food undergoes in our digestive machinery. Sentence B. In its aerial form, nitrogen is insoluble, unusable, and is in need of transformation. Sentence C. Lightning starts a series of chemical reactions that need to happen to nitrogen, ultimately helping it nourish our earth. Sentence D. Nitrogen, an essential food for plants, is an abundant resource with about 22 million tons of it floating over each square mile on Earth. Sentence E. One of the most dramatic examples in nature of ill wind that blows goodness is lightning. The correct sequence is E, D, B, A, C, because sentence E introduces the idea of lightning as a beneficial force. Sentence D provides information about nitrogen's abundance. Sentence B states that nitrogen is unusable in its natural form. Sentence A explains the transformation nitrogen must undergo. Sentence C describes how lightning initiates this transformation. Now let us look at the parasummary type of questions. Here you have to choose the option that best summarizes the given paragraph. Exercise 1. The placebo effect is when an individual's medical condition or pain shows signs of improvement based on a fake intervention that has been presented to them as a real one and used to be regularly dismissed by researchers as a psychological effect. Placebo effects are now studied not just as foils for real interventions, but as a potential portal into self-healing powers of the body. Sentence A. A placebo effect is a psychological phenomenon with no real implications. B. Researchers now view the placebo effect as a way to understand the body's self-healing abilities. C. Fake interventions can lead to real improvements in medical conditions. D. The placebo effect is more effective than actual medical treatments. So the correct option is option B, because the paragraph discusses how the placebo effect, once dismissed, is now studied to understand the body's self-healing powers. Now let us look at exercise 2. The metric system was created with the intention of liberating the common man and woman from the confusing and inconsistent weights and measures of the old regime. It was an utopian project, and its creators imagining that a shared system of weights and measures would unite the world, allowing for the free exchange of goods and information. Sentence A. A metric system was designed to simplify measurements for everyday people. Sentence B. The creators of the metric system aimed to unify the world through a standardized system. Sentence C. The metric system replaced old inconsistent measurement systems. Sentence D. The metric system was a utopian project that failed to achieve its goal. The correct option is option B, because the paragraph emphasizes the creators aim to unite describe the world through a shared system of weights and measures. Let us now look at the odd sentence out type of questions. Identify the sentence that does not fit in the context of a given set. Exercise 1. Sentence A. Neuroscientists have just begun studying exercise's impact within brain cells on the genes themselves. Sentence B. Even there, in the roots of our biology, they have found signs of body's influence on the mind. C. It turns out that moving our muscles produces proteins that travel through the bloodstream and into the brain, where they play pivotal roles in the mechanisms of our highest thought processes. Sentence D. In today's technology-driven plasma screen in the world, it's easy to forget that we are born movers, animals, in fact, because we have engineered movement right out of our lives. Sentence E. It's only in the past few years that neuroscientists have begun to describe these factors and how they work, and each new discovery adds awe-inspiring depth to the picture. The correct sentence is sentence D, because this is the odd one out. While the other sentences discuss the relationship between exercise and brain function, sentence D shifts focus to technology reducing physical activity. Now let us look at the tailored exercises for each of the recommended strategies. Enhance reading habits. Exercise 1. Daily article analysis. The task is you have to select a newspaper article on a topic unfamiliar to you. Summarize its main points in your own words. The objective is to improve comprehension and the ability to distill information. Exercise 2 is genre exploration. The task is to choose a novel from a genre you seldom read. Dedicate 30 minutes daily to reading it. The objective is to expose yourself to diverse writing styles and vocabularies. Exercise 3 is journal review. The task is to read a scholarly journal article, identify and outline the thesis, methodology and conclusions. The objective is to enhance the ability to comprehend complex texts. Exercise 4 is comparative reading. The task is to read 2 articles on the same topic from different newspapers, compare their perspectives and note any biases. The objective here is to develop critical thinking and discernment of viewpoints. Exercise 5 is speed reading practice. The task is to use a timer to read a passage within a set time. You have to summarize what you have read afterward. The objective is to increase reading speed while maintaining comprehension. Exercise 6 is book club discussion. The task is to join or form a book club, participate in discussions about the readings. The objective is to enhance understanding through dialogue and multiple perspectives. Exercise 7 is technical manual reading. The task is to read a technical manual or guide on a subject you are unfamiliar with. The objective is to adapt to different writing styles and terminologies. Exercise 8 is poetry analysis. The task is to read a poem and interpret its meaning, themes and literary devices. The objective is to appreciate nuanced language and metaphorical expressions. Exercise 9 is historical document study. The task is to examine a historical speech or document, summarize its context and significance. The objective is to understand historical language usage and perspectives. Exercise 10 is multilingual reading. The task is, if proficient in another language, read a short story or article in that language. The objective is to enhance cognitive flexibility and comparative linguistic skills. Now, how to expand vocabulary? You have to study 1 word a day. Learn a new word daily. Write a sentence using it in context. The objective is to gradually build a robust vocabulary. Exercise 2 is synonym search. Choose a common word and list at least 5 synonyms. Use each in a unique sentence. The objective is to understand subtle differences between similar words. Exercise 3 is antonym identification. You have to identify antonyms for a given list of words. Craft sentences contrasting the pairs. The objective is to enhance understanding of word meanings and opposites. Exercise 4 is root word exploration. The task is to study a root word, for example, bene, and list words derived from it. For example, benevolent, benefactor. The objective is to recognize patterns in word formation. Exercise 5 is flashcard drills. The task is to create flashcards with new words on one side and definitions on the other. Review them regularly. The objective is to reinforce memory retention of new vocabulary. Exercise 6 is contextual usage. Read a complex article and highlight unfamiliar words. Infer their meanings from context before consulting a dictionary. The objective is to develop skills to deduce meanings from context. Exercise 7 is vocabulary games. Engage in word games like Scrabble or crossword puzzle. The objective is to make learning new words enjoyable and engaging. Exercise 8 is thematic word lists. Compile lists of words related with specific themes, for example, emotions, politics. The objective is to understand vocabulary within specific contexts. Exercise 9, etymology study. You have to research the origin of the word and know its meaning as a word. The objective is to gain deeper insights into word meanings and histories. Exercise 10 is application in writing. Write a short essay or paragraph incorporating newly learned words. The objective is to practice using new vocabulary in context. Practice regularly. Solve a set of verbal reasoning questions each day. The objective is to maintain consistent practice and identify areas needing improvement. Exercise 2 is timed practice sessions. Set a timer and complete a series of questions within the allotted time. This gives you a first-hand experience of how the exam appears. The objective is to improve speed and accuracy under time constraints. Exercise 3 is topic rotation. Focus on different types of verbal questions each day. For example, analogies on one day, sentence corrections on another day. This ensures comprehensive coverage of all question types. Exercise 4 is peer review. Exchange practice questions with a study partner and review each other's answers. The objective is to gain new perspectives and insights. Analyze mistakes. Review incorrect answers to understand your errors and avoid repeating them. Take mock tests. Simulate exam conditions to build stamina and improve time management skills. Exercise 1. Error log creation. After completing a set of verbal questions, document each incorrect answer in a dedicated notebook. Note the question type, your chosen answer, the correct answer, and the reason for the mistake. The objective is to identify patterns in your errors to focus on specific areas needing improvement. Exercise 2. Peer discussion. Form a study group and discuss each member's incorrect answers from recent practice sessions. Explain your thought process and listen to others' perspectives. The objective is to gain insights into different approaches and rectify misunderstandings. Exercise 3 is concept reinforcement. For each incorrect answer, revisit the underlying concept or rule. Study it in depth and solve additional questions targeting that specific area. The objective is to strengthen foundational knowledge to prevent recurring mistakes. Exercise 4 is timed reattempts. After analyzing mistakes, reattempt similar questions under timed conditions to assess improvement. The objective is to ensure that corrections are internalized and can be applied under exam pressure. Exercise 5 is error categorization. Classify your mistakes into categories such as comprehension errors, vocabulary gaps, or logical fallacies. The objective is to prioritize areas that require focused attention. Exercise 6 is reflective journaling. Write a brief reflection on why you made each mistake and how you plan to avoid it in the future. The objective is to develop self-awareness and strategic planning for improvement. Exercise 7 is tutor consultation. Discuss persistent errors with a tutor or mentor to gain expert insights and personalized advice. The objective is to receive targeted audience to overcome specific challenges. Exercise 8, alternative strategies. Explore different problem-solving strategies for questions you frequently get wrong. The objective is to find methods that align better with your thinking process. Exercise 9, confidence assessment. Rate your confidence level for each answer during practice. Compare it with the correctness of your answer. The objective is to identify overconfidence or uncertainty patterns affecting performance. Exercise 10, regular review sessions. Schedule weekly sessions to review past mistakes and track progress in those areas. The objective is to ensure continuous improvement and retention of corrective measures. Take mock tests. Full-length mock exams help you to have a complete understanding of the time conditions adhering to strict official time limits for each section. This builds endurance and familiarize yourself with exam structure. Exercise 2, sectional mock tests. It will help you to focus on individual sections such as verbal ability and complete them within the allotted time. The objective is to improve time management and accuracy in specific areas. Exercise 3, adaptive difficulty mocks. Use platforms that offer adaptive mock tests where question difficulty adjusts based on your performance. The objective is to challenge yourself and identify proficiency levels across various topics. Exercise 4, analyze mock test results. After each mock test, thoroughly review your answers, focusing on incorrect responses and time spent on each question. The objective is to identify weaknesses and develop strategies for improvement. Exercise 5 is simulate test environment. Take mock tests in an environment that closely resembles the actual test setting, minimizing distractions. The objective is to accustom yourself to exam conditions to reduce anxiety. Exercise 6, time allocation strategy. Experiment with different time management strategies during mock tests, such as allocating specific times to question types, The objective is to determine the most effective approach to maximize your score. Exercise 7 is spacing drills. The task is to practice spacing by setting shorter time limits for sections during mock tests. The objective is to enhance speed without compromising accuracy. Exercise 8, stress management techniques. The purpose is you apply stress management techniques such as deep breathing or positive visualization before and during mock tests. The objective is to maintain composure and performance under pressure. Exercise 9, review high scoring attempts. Analyze mock tests where you performed exceptionally well to identify successful strategies. The objective is to replicate effective approaches in future tests. Exercise 10, regular mock test schedule. Establish a consistent schedule for taking mock tests such as once a week leading up to the exam. This ensures continuous assessment and adjustment of preparation strategies. By diligently engaging in these exercises, you can significantly enhance your verbal reasoning skills, leading to improved performance in any exam.